Good morning and welcome back to the channel and the allotment. My name's Mal, for all those that are watching for the first time, aka the Veg Plot Man. I've come down today. Basically it's going to be a really sort of quick video is this today because I'm late down. I have quite a bit to do. I had my daughter over and son-in-law and the grandkids yesterday, so it's been rather hectic. So I've just come down just to harvest one or two things. One thing I won't be harvesting will be the sweet corn, and I'll show you exactly why in a moment. But first of all, this is the cucumber seeds that I put in last week to see if I can squeeze in another crop of cucumbers before the end of the season. And these are called, I think it's Marketmore, and you can see they've germinated. All 10 seeds that I put in have germinated really well. So I'll be pricking those out and putting them into a small pot and getting them grown on, and hopefully I can start and clear the old cucumber that I've got that's sort of run out of steam now, and replace them with these ones. But back to my major gripe really. You may have remembered, if you've watched some of the videos in the past, that last season I saved some of the sweet corn, a cob of sweet corn in the greenhouse, left it to go dry, and then this season I simply flicked off all the corn seeds and saved them and replanted them and planted them out in the bed. Anyway, last week I noticed that some of the sweet corn were being nibbled at, and I'm going to show you the devastation that's happened over 3 days. Let's go have a look at that. Let's go have a wander over to the sweet corn bed. As you can see here, these sweet corn are looking okay, but check this out. Check this out. Every single sweet corn plant has been totally demolished by rats. So that whole bed was the seed that I'd saved last year, planted here, and they were looking really healthy, looking absolutely lovely. They only needed probably a couple of weeks and they would have reached maturity and I could have started harvesting those. But no, over a 3-day period, that's what's happened. Even though I placed 6 rat traps down, put a Mars bar as bait, the Mars bar bait got took, the rat trap went off, but no casualties. So these are very smart rats, aren't they? But something didn't get away totally unscathed. I don't know what that is. I really don't. But it'll certainly be limping off. So luckily enough, I did grow quite a lot of sweet corn, and this bed here at the side of it, the only one that's been nibbled on now is that one. I think they've had a scratch up at that one there as well. So what I'm gonna have to do is have a look, peel one of them back, see if they're anywhere near ripe, and just rescue what I can. I've also got a bed over here, and they've come over here as well, and they're starting to have a go at these. I think there's a couple in this bed that have been attacked. So I've pulled one of these cobs off. We'll have a look and see how near to ripe these are. I think we're quite a way off, to be fair, but it's just so annoying that you put all that effort in, to growing something, and it gets taken away from you. Now that's way off, probably another 2 weeks, 3 weeks does that needs. But it certainly looked, potentially, it was going to be a good year for sweet corn. Now, that brings me on to baiting of vermin and rats. Now, you know, you're either in one or the other camps. Some people think that you should leave them to get on with it and, you know, well, live a long, prosperous life. But me personally, no, I think that you need to bait. Now, I have put this to the committee because this site is rife, absolutely rife with rats. You know, you very, very rarely come down here and not see a rat. I mean, there's been a few videos in the past where rats have just wandered past me, you know. Now, we're growing food down here. You know, we're growing food for ourselves, our families, and there's a lot of hard work and hard effort gets put into that. And I think, personally, that, you know, the site should be baited. Now, when I put it to the committee, they told me that, you know, you're responsible to bait your own plot. Well, I think that's just a bit of a, it's just a bit of a non-starter, really. What's the point of me baiting my plot if the next plot and the plot after that don't bait theirs? Now, you're never going to keep the, you're never going to get rid of rats. They're always going to be there. But what you've got to try and do is just keep the population down, you know. But it's getting to the point now I can be sat down there with a fire and a rat will just amble past me, you know, nod its head and walk on, you know. And I think that, you know, you're getting to a point where it's just not, it's not healthy. You know, there's a lot of kids around here. But personally, you know, I've seen on a lot of other allotment channels, you know, they bait, you know, they use the income that they generate and they bait every 6 to 8 weeks. And they do that religiously right throughout the year. And that's not to kill every single rat, that's just to keep the population down. But rats on this plot live a long life, you know, and I don't know how many times they breed, but it's just disappointing that you put all that work in, you know. So when you think about it, you've harvested the seed, you've saved it, you've then sowed it, you've then planted it, and then you're just about to get to your rewards, and it's just taken away like that. Let me know, for you people out there with your allotments, you know, does your site bait, you know, via the committee, so they bait the whole site, or do you have to just bait your plot? It's frustrating, to say the least. These are nowhere near ready, so all I can do now is fingers crossed and hope that, you know, there are 1 or 2 left for me towards the end of this month. But if not, I think what I'm gonna have to do next year is that bed there where they have actually taken all the sweet corn. I think I'm gonna have to build some sort of structure where I will just plant my sweet corn year in and year out, and build something that protects them, you know, so some sort of wire meshing down the sides and then some mesh over the top so they can't climb in. But yeah, disappointing. Well, I'm not going to do too much today. As I say, I'm still on with the bar, so I'm going to go back and do that, and I'll probably join you next week, where hopefully we'll have something more positive to ponder on. Right, I'm going to get myself off, guys. I want you to all have a great week ahead. Thank you very much for all those people that have watched. Thank you to all those people that comment. It is appreciated. And I will see you all next week. Until then, happy growing.